got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, set.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Pryor has it complete. And he's got room. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency, and what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a 1-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a 1st down.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
They're on 44-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of... every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handed out picks, Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Check.
They run with Hines. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. They go play action with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Down 2 scores here, so how do they make some... Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the Colts pick it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go play action now. Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To the right side, this is Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Again, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. Find Kirk complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now 13-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Ryan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan.
And that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. It's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jags are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can...
Touchdown, Jaguars! is Deshaun Jackson, 57 yards.
And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Right side caught by Jackson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down.
Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
ETN up the middle.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
51, stop! 21!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 59, ready!
Brings up third down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Hey, wait.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Etienne.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Jaguars, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for